Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the FIU Panthers offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it from the gun. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Slithers into space. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now facing a 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Harris. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And the Rainbow Warriors are on the move. Looking for space. It's Ford. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the big fella. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's McNeil. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back. The tag. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Hawaii. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass, it's Proctor. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. Runs through the tackle. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man, it's Harris. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Warriors! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
17, Florida International, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. A little screen to the running back. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Proctor. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Spins away from the defender. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Fights off a defender. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick spin on the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Davis looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Trying to run it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this game.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! The The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A quick pass to the left. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's another FIU.
And the Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's the handoff. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Proctor. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. FIU will line up to punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Rainbow Warriors line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Using his feet to buy time. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking for a man. It's Proctor. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
18.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Florida International, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Got it in the middle. It's Dawson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the grab. It's McNeil. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Got a man, it's Carter. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. FIU will line up to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be...
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Davis will throw. Sets up the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Gets away. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback race, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. starting from their own 26. Davis looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, great energy in that building, and a fun first half in this Las Vegas Bowl. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Idaho Potato Bowl.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Davis will throw. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's West. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are marching down the field. The give on the inside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Proctor. He's open on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And that's another FIU.
They'll try the run. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And it's slipped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Off-play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Proctor. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's another FIU.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's McNeil.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Pulls it in. It's McNeil. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. And this one splits the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
Man, it's so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Dawson. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's McNeil. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Out of the gun. The running back has it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw. It's Proctor. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. The Panthers are rolling down the field.
And that's another FIU.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Here's the Heat. Lets it fly. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Makes the catch. It's Carter. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. Here's the pressure. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number. And that.
A lot of room to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got enough for the 1st down. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Caught over the middle. It's Dawson. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's another FIU.
Quarterback on the keeper. Moving toward the end zone. And the ball is free. Defense got it. They're on the run. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hawaii. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. There he goes. And it's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. The 30. At the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. And they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They try to pop a run on the draw. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these 2 teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.